Look at that, 34 people online. Pretty crazy. Alright, I'm sending out invites right now. It seems like a few people are still in some M+ dungeons. So there is a system. I know that every night except for tonight, everyone has seen me try to use the import from list system that doesn't seem to work out very well. There is a way that I can invite everybody automatically with a certain guild ranking, but unfortunately our guild uses the what is it, the Dragon's Guard ranking for raiders from both teams, so that's not really an option right now. So I'm still working on figuring out something better. But for anybody who was here last night, you have been upgraded to Dragon's Guard within the guild, so that means that you should be able to do free repairs tonight, and we'll see if that works. Alright, anybody who is in on the call still need an invite?
Yeah, could you toss me an in?
Yes.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. So we're gonna have a few less people tonight. A couple people are on vacation, a couple people have some personal stuff, but it looks like we should have at least 16. And so it looks like we're waiting on Josh and Nut. They should be finishing up in a second. We're also waiting on Faded, who was driving home from work. But that'll just give us a chance to look at my pretty updated raid plans. So some of you might have seen that I posted these to the relevant channels earlier, just so that you can have them open on your phone or on your other monitor, you know, as we go, just so everybody's on the same page. But I'll go ahead and quickly walk through it right now. Alright, if everybody wants to click on my stream that I just opened up within Discord. So I know that we just went over these yesterday kind of in detail. I've updated all of the ones that I've created to be relevant for heroic, since it seems like we're good on normal. So the biggest change, and I was talking to a couple people about this earlier, I was like, okay, how many bosses can we realistically down tonight on heroic? Because I don't want to run out of plans, but I also don't want to create more than we will probably need. So the biggest change for Gnarlroot tonight is that you are not given the on fire debuff automatically. You have to stand in the soak circles in order to get it, to burn the vines. So I'm hoping that melee DPS and range DPS will be able to handle those for the most part. But just as a full recap, we're going to be starting out with a pretty loose spread. Boss will cast giant swirlies in the form of a giant plus sign. Another big change here is that he will, instead of casting this and creating tainted lashers along the X, he will create buds across the X that will spawn into Tainted Lashers once you put the soak on them. So if you do get the giant, sorry, it's not a soak. If you get the giant debuff, the giant flame patch on you, then you will need to overlap it with the buds that have spawned on the ground. And then after that, the Tainted Lashers will spawn, and we'll have to burn them down just like we did before. Everything else is the same, except obviously number tweaks, and that's about it. And then we're gonna go ahead.
One more thing. With Naru, we're lusting after the first roots.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So after we burn the roots the first time, he'll go into his stunned phase, where I think he takes increased damage, and so we can.
Like double damage, I believe.
Yeah, we can lust there. Okay. And then Igara is. I mean, some of these fights are so easy, and some of these fights are so unbelievably complicated, and Igara starts to blend into that territory. I think this one and Council are like the two most hectic on the first half. So the biggest heroic change is that when it comes to these, so everyone is aware, yellow equals soak. The soaks that we have to use in order to have her pick up one of the weapons, while you're soaking, you basically get a debuff where if you soak later on during a different phase, or even I think later on during that same phase, then you get a debuff that causes you to take 100% more damage from this soak. So we'll have to divide the raid team up into either half or into thirds, and we're going to have to divide the raid team into half anyway, because the first mechanic, if we decide to go with the axe first, if you remember, one of the tanks gets marked with a giant soak, and then everyone has to soak it. Well, in heroic, you get a debuff that allows you to only soak it once. So I will be dividing the raid team in half, which is just such a common theme for this raid. The first half will soak with their tank, the second half will soak with their tank, and we should be good for that mechanic. Everything else is pretty much the same. The only difference is that for the other two weapons, whenever she either jumps, in the case of this mechanic, which is the sword, or in the case of the dagger, after the debuff, like the absorb shield is healed on the dagger, or after she jumps, basically swirlies go out. So I think this one is actual like ground swirlies, and then this one causes orbs to fly out from whoever got fully healed. So just more stuff to avoid and to die from, but everything else the same. Loosely stacking for the spears that go out, destroy them to release your teammates, and don't get hit by the swirlies while we're soaking. And then if we down these two bosses, I've got the raid plans for Volcaros, and Council, and we can go into those as well.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it seemed like the last three bosses are going to be a little rough. I think Council could be rough depending on how comfortable everybody gets with the mechanics, because I think the lack of a solid positioning is going to be pretty difficult, where we're not going to have any structure. But I think as long as people are aware of, okay, this is when this boss is ulting, this is when that boss is ulting, we should be good. And anyone can go ahead and enter the raid. I'm just standing outside of it, but it is set on the correct difficulty.
I'm sitting next to the stone. Unless we have a warlock inside.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we got a portal inside.
Okay.
Alright. We're still going to use the same loot system today as we did yesterday. I know that it's not perfect. I'm working on a fix. But the good news is, if you didn't get any tier pieces yesterday, then you will be basically top priority today because of the way that I have it set up. And of course, if tier drops today and you are eligible for it, then it'll be a much higher item level than it was yesterday. So hopefully that's a little bit of a compromise. But it looks like we're going to need to start simming pretty soon here, which comes with its own suite of headaches. But more to come on that in the next few days. There wasn't a single tier piece that dropped for you yesterday? That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm also tierless.
Yeah. I know that it's going to take a little while. We're gonna have her, normal on farm until people at least get, like, until everyone has at least a 2-piece, maybe more. But I know that anything that
We
drops
also
today,
need to get people their weapons from Karak, so we'll skip runs, yeah?
yeah.
Because those weapons are best for probably everybody, right?
I would imagine so. They seem pretty generically good.
Yeah, the Farak weapons are pretty much this. I found a new biz list. I don't trust that one that I saw earlier. It seems sus.
Yeah, and that's kind of what people were talking to me about yesterday. Is like, not only is it tricky to know, like, exactly, what BIS list people are looking at, and are they truly BIS, and are people actually telling the truth and not just hitting BIS, which, like, sometimes purpose, sometimes accident. It's cool.
Well, it's also that it's early. You don't know.
Exactly.
Then don't sim it.
Exactly. And so simming, like I said, far from perfect, but at least it's something. The only problem with simming is that it will need to include, like, certain weekly minimums. So, hitting X in a vault each week, making sure that nobody is below X item level, because obviously if somebody is, like, drastically below everyone else, then they will always come to the top in terms of a drop being most useful. Yeah. Alright, so...
The sad thing is that you can't sim AUG
like, at all?
at
You
all.
can. They did something. You have to set some
Mhm.
stipulations. It was in the Discord. I didn't really read much into it, but I saw people simming, which is they're working on it.
Yeah.
So you can, but what you do is you have to, like, choose exactly what you're simming with.
Exactly. Yeah. It's-
And it's like you have to do the like advanced stuff. It's not just put your dude in and go.
all I do
uh,
to sim is,
yeah.
does it give me more intellect? All right, it's an upgrade.
Does it give me more intellect? Does it give me more mastery? Good, I want it. Otherwise,
That's it. But that's just
you have one stat.
that's honestly that's just Evoker in a nutshell. I
Fate-
respect.
Faded, are you online yet?
Not quite, but pretty close. Yeah. So what's up?
Are you online yet, Faded?
No, I just walked in the door. I'm turning my computer on. Sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
We only have 15 today.
We will have 17, it looks like. We're waiting on...
Imagine coming for normal and not for heroic.
Yeah, that's okay. Saturday was just a little bit more tricky for some people, and obviously the holiday is not doing us any big favors. Where Serva and Amalura went on vacation this morning for a week, but they'll be back by this Friday, but we'll be out today.
More gear for us.
Exactly. Yeah, Jesse, your rolls are going to be better today, and you'll be high priority for them.
Why do these trains have so much fucking health?
Heroic, baby. We're hardcore now.
I mean, even on normal, they were annoying to heal up.
Dude, normal was just like a slog. Like, the bosses did no damage, but they just had so much health.
I don't know. I enjoyed them as healer. As all, I was very
They're
bored.
fun mechanics, but it's like, all right, we've done this mechanics. This is our 10th time in a row or something, right? Like, they just repeat the same mechanics, but it's just like, okay, he's only at 50%.
Yeah, if you're playing Og, then that's what I do in the other raid group I'm in, and it is pretty boring at the moment.
Og also supposedly sucks.
I don't
In
do that.
raid. According to Warcraft logs.
That's because the people that we're buffing aren't the strongest. But if you look at like high level gameplay, they're running 2 ops almost.
Liquid's running 1 right now, and I'm surprised at that. That's
It could just
It's just a fight base.
yeah.
Because that fight, they need like extra freedoms for the roots.
It's like that fight is apparently really melee friendly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so what you want to
cleave
do
heavy.
with the roots is that you just all group up in the middle so that melee cleaves. Because, melee cleaves. So it makes sense. It makes sense. But like almost if you look at all like the world first kills, like obviously Liquid and whatnot weren't them for a couple, but they're almost always running melee. So there's definitely probably the strongest raid class still, because you don't run 2 of anything unless it's extremely strong.
Yeah, Jesse. When it comes to rerolling, so I know that we're in the first weekend, which, obviously pretty low stakes right now. I think rerolling to, if you're playing the same class with the same stat prios, like especially if it's a main stat like intellect, that should be pretty okay. Especially like think about mage, right? Like most mages can, especially fire and arcane, can just kind of swap interchangeably. But that being said, trying to pick one as a main for sims and for just consistency would be a good plan. So hopefully by next Friday, everybody's able to really hunker down and decide what it is they want to play.
So Aug's really good. I will say that they don't share the stat prios with Devastation anymore, though Mastery is now their weakest stat. Which is weird, but it is what happened.
Wait, what happened with Dev? It's not Mastery anymore?
No, it's not, because they lessened how powerful it was and then gave a minimum cap, so it's not as important anymore to do all your damage up front.
Yeah, imagine like Fire Mage having a
I think it's crit haste.
35% crit floor.
Yeah, it's like all of a sudden you don't need the crit. But yeah, if you look on Wildhead, it's like crit haste right now, which is wild. But yeah.
Oh, by the way, Dahlia, your damage yesterday was nuts. I was looking at logs.
Resto Druid's broken his shit right
Dude,
now.
I
Yeah.
ran a key with the Resto Druid.
Resto
did
Druids
like-
are so good.
He
And
did
keys.
100k DPS.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm top DPSing on some bosses. On Resto
What?
Druid. Yeah, right now, Kitty Weaving is absolutely
Weaving?
insane. Yeah, they buffed Kitty Weaving by like 140%.
Last time I played
Insane.
Resto Druid and actually enjoyed it was in BFA when you could actually catweave.
Yeah, right now you're Kitty Weaving a lot. It's still like
It's like so little damage going out that you never healed. You were another DPS. That's why it was fun.
I mean, straight feral healing was a thing in Shadowlands for a while. You just bring a feral who would just off heal, and that's good enough. It's really funny.
Sarah, we're waiting on Faded right now. He's logging in if he's not already on.
I am so very sorry. My computer decided this is the best time to update, but it is finishing the update now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what mine did yesterday.
Also, a second reason why I did so much damage is I actually swapped talents to do more damage because we felt like we were over.
Yeah, we were
a
doing.
little bit.
We were good. I was like looking at. I was looking at the general, just like HPS over like while we were in the middle of fights, and I was like, man, there's not much to fight for here, is there?
Yeah, I mean, so there's two when all of your healers parse gray and green. There's 2 reasons for it. One is overhealing, the second is if your raid's just good at dodging damage.
Yep. They're not. If there's nothing to heal, you're never gonna parse.
Yeah.
I see a lot of times if people have like a super high, like 100 parse or 99 parse, the other two are gray parses because they're not doing anything.
Can
Yeah,
we
you
get
either have less healers or you're in a pug group and everyone eats shit.
can we get lock rocks out and a soul stone on me, please?
Healing logs, if you don't know what you're looking for, are like sometimes a trap.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's probably best to wait for a faded, that way he doesn't have to do it twice. The lock rocks, because it'll disappear.
Oh, will it? I thought it stayed up.
Mm-mm.
They're still actually doing the math on bis rotation for Feral or for Resto at the moment. So we'll see. Hopefully we do less Moonfire in AoE.
Josh, Sarah, Lobo, and Dialia, you guys have been made raid assistants, so tanks, if you guys can keep markers on yourself, that would be appreciated. And then Dialia and Lobo, feel free to put raid markers if we need them, but I think we're good for this first fight.
We get Drake's crests from Heroic, right?
Worms.
Yeah, worm, I think. But if you're capped, then yeah, you'll get like lower quality.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was like capped on Drake's quest. I was just farming whelplings for like a minute. I was like, oh, need to go spend these.
Well, it's not about spending
cap.
them, right? Because it's not.
Well,
It's
you can cap.
like there's a weekly. There's
like
a weekly
I was just
cap.
capped on Drake quests earlier, and I didn't realize it.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, if it's like before your raid, you're probably better off spending them. Like if you have a bis item, right? Like if you got a insane trinket and it's champion, like it's worth upgrading it, right? If it's before raid. Like if,
Yeah, I
if
mean, I'm
your raid
saving the
is-
whelps and aspects, but like Drake and whelplings, like those things drop like candy everywhere. There's no reason to hold on to these.
Oh, I used all my worms for this week. I'm about to drop my aspect, or I'm about to use all 90 of my aspects soon. Because it's not like you actually get capped on them. Like, if you don't get them all, you can still get them all the following week or whatever, right?
Yeah, it's just a weekly cap in the beginning.
Yeah, and so like I spend mine before raid, but like after raid, unless it's a base item out of keys, I wouldn't bother spending them.
Oh shit! There's a big ass turtle over here.
And also,
Yeah, I saw that. That was cool.
with your crafting, I kind of fucked up. I would just recommend making, instead of using any crest, I would just use your aspects crests before anything else, and not waste any of your other quests.
Let's see, Angelic, if you can start flying here, but we'll get lock portal up too. Lobo just stepped away.
I wasted 60 of my crests.
Yeah, no problem.
Alright, Hellstone's up. And to reiterate, we are lusting after we burn the vines for the first intermission, so we'll call it out, but just don't do it on pull.
You know what time that is? Like how far into the fight?
30 minutes.
Okay.
Don't just do it on timer though.
Yeah, I'll call it out. Like, it'll be really obvious because he will basically go into a stun lock phase. Alright, we need food on your fired, Sarah, and
I got
Angelic. And then we need
I ate
flasks on Angelic. And if we could get, Evoker buff one more time. Alright. Sarah, you are still countdown queen, so whenever you'd like.
Are we lusting?
No. Not right now.
Shockwave. AoE incoming.
If you get a debuff on you, please take it onto one of the sleeping lashers, or as many as you can cover. Alright, group up the ads and nuke them down.
Shockwave. AoE incoming. Shockwave.
More seedlings.
Ads. AoE incoming. Intermission.
Watch out for roots. Kill ads.
So.
Oh, we don't have anyone on the other side. Big damage incoming. Oh, never mind. It doesn't do that.
So.
Light.
My cheat deaths just procs.
Yeah,
I'm down.
You're good.
That's
We're
a
gonna-
tank down.
We don't have any more reses. Going away.
So.
Okay, yeah, so that one, we have to kill the ads a lot more quickly. So as a reminder, the ads pulse, they don't really pulse, they cast. You can stand under the boss to white, by the way. And do not res.
So.
Do not release. So ads will do very rapid casts. And they will also buff each other based on how many are up, and then if they're up for too long, they will get an invulnerability kind of debuff or buff that makes it so that they basically guarantee a wipe. So once ads are up, that's number 1 priority, and then once vines are up, that's number 2 priority. Alright, here's a feast.
When he starts doing roots, try to spread out because we want to get all of the roots down.
Up in half, because we're going to need to do that anyway for every other fight, it seems like. Alright, say your character's name if you need to be in the group with the enhancement shaman.
Nug.
Blue shout.
Just move me out of the group.
Yeah. Alright. Does everybody check your groups? Group 1 and 3 will be odds, and we will be... Did anybody see where the vine spawn? Is it north-south or east-west for the dividing line?
It's kind of like a cross, like an X, almost, isn't it?
Kind of like how the markers are.
Yeah, but I know that it doesn't do it in 4 quadrants. It does it in half with 2 smaller ones that you can actually walk around. Okay, well I'll put some raid markers down. So group 1, try to stay near star. Group 2, actually Sarah's using star. Okay, so group 1, stay near circle. Group 2, stay near
If it does divide it
square.
where you can't go on one side or the other, it's east and west. Because I walked around the south one.
Okay.
Or north one.
So yeah, so odds try to stick near circle, evens try to stick near square. Yeah, and then I think we just need to focus ads a little bit more, but that wasn't bad. Alright, red check. Nymph, just keep an eye on your durability.
AOE incoming. Shockwave. AOE incoming.
Alright, focus the ads.
Shockwave. AOE incoming.
We might need to blow up some in the middle because a lot more will be able to get in the middle.
Shockwave. Ads. AOE incoming.
Big AoEs.
Defensive.
Intermission.
Try to go to your relevant markers. Soak this and burn the branches.
So.
Lust. Burning down. And now we just repeat that.
Shockwave. AOE incoming.
Cover the plants, cover the plants.
Ads.
Lock rocks.
Shockwave. AOE incoming.
Use the ads.
Shockwave. Ads. AoE incoming.
AoE for ads.
Intermission.
Get to your marker.
You want to kill these ads really bad?
So can burn things down.
So. So.
We have 2 battle reses. Do you want anyone after this or save them?
Save them.
Both.
AoE incoming.
Yeah, just keep burning them.
Shockwave. AoE incoming.
If you're low, press a defensive here.
Shockwave.
Don't forget to kill the ads.
Yeah. Cleave,
Focus tunnel.
cleave, cleave.
AoE incoming.
Pick up Josh.
Transition. Shockwave. Ads. AoE incoming.
Nicely done, everyone.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, never didn't have it. Everybody vote on loot, please.
Alright, now let's switch over from my Mythic Plus to my ratings pack. Now that I
Oh,
just
yeah.
realized that I didn't have half my buttons.
Hey, that was me
Oh my
yesterday.
god. Yep.
Some of you may not be clued into the lore of last season, but I was one of those people that accidentally used a fully crafted agility weapon for like over a week without even noticing, and I was like, man, why is my HPS so bad? So I can't fault
Did
anybody
that on
for...
season 1 on my monk. I got that staff off of what's his name? The like rock dude in the middle. I was like, hell yeah, I need a staff. Let's go. Didn't look at the stats.
It's giving me WoW play. I hate those.
Oh, and also, if anybody needs, like, the crest made, I just got the whelp thing on my priest for the enchanted one.
Clear trash.
Gotcha.
Ow.
Excuse me.
Oops, sorry.
All right, everybody, go ahead and equip that. Get our damage up by 1%. All right, does anybody have any questions on this fight? Because it is a little bit hectic.
How many spears are we trying to stack? Or stacks? Just two?
Two at most.
Okay.
Yeah. So the four.
You absolutely will die above
four will go out, but if you can try to loose stack, and as a reminder.
And is the damage like front loaded? Is that like the initial?
Yeah, it's all front loaded.
Okay. So like standing in the
you're
dots,
you're
like, whatever.
stuck in the circle until you're broken.
Yeah.
No, I'm
dot
talking about
itself
going in
isn't
to break
that
the spear.
bad. Yeah, no, the dot itself is very low.
Okay, cool.
And
So-
and I don't believe the dots even stack. So.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Changing my talents 1 sec.
Yeah, Jesse, like I mentioned, we're probably going to start swapping to sim loot drops soon, so if you are unlucky this week, you know, obviously your character will kind of be first in line from an improvement perspective in the future, so worry not, we'll get there.
We can't sim.
I mean, we'll work with you, obviously. It's like, obviously,
Yeah. I'll figure out a way.
Yeah.
It's not like you guys are just fucking dead weight.
I mean, yeah, this test piece will most likely be catalyzed, but it's still like an upgrade right now.
Looks like people need food, so here's a feast.
Do I need to reset this?
No, I don't think so. Unless anybody blew any major cooldowns during the ads. Alright, and now the most important decision of the day. What are we going to do for order? Let's go ahead and try doing the same order. So this one first, which is the axe, then sword, then dagger. Again, reminder that if you help soak for any of these three weapons, you will get a debuff. So if you soak initially, just don't be too optimistic about doing it the second time. And if you don't help soak initially, you're going to need to be a team player and get in there eventually. So if you soak the first one, don't soak the second one, vice versa. Again, we'll have the same raid teams, like, you know, evens and odds for the tank soak mechanics. So does everybody know who your tank is? Good. If your tank gets a massive swirly around them that you have to soak, then it is 100% your responsibility to stand in that soak with them. Do not try to soak twice, you will die. Alright. Sarah, on your mark.
Wait. There's also when we soak to like get them to pick up the weapon, that you also take extra damage if you've done it before.
That's what I was saying. Yeah.
Oh, that's what you mean by tank soak. Okay.
No. Sorry. So the tank soak is the axe mechanic. So there's two different soaks I'm talking about here. The first one is for letting the boss pick up the weapon. So like soaking on one of these, where you will get a debuff if you try to soak too many weapons. The other mechanic is the axe specific mechanic, where each boss will get a soak, and so you have to soak with your tank, and do not try to soak twice, and do not try to knock soak, because that will also be very bad. All right, Sarah, countdown.
Do the Augs need 15 seconds?
I think it's just 10. Just 10 these days. Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Are we lusting on pool?
5.
Yeah, it's fine. We don't need anything special here.
2, 1. Watch your step.
Dodge. Loose stack, loose stack, loose stack. Alright, kill the spears.
Watch your step.
That's a little too loose. Let's try to get those stacked a little bit closer.
You want to get it so that the melee can cleave off them.
Watch your step. Not.
Alright, everybody come soak. Or half the people come soak. Watch out for swirlies.
Clear out.
Good stacking.
Soak's coming up.
Special coming.
Tanks, call out which one of you has it in the future.
Okay.
So
I almost did. My bad.
You're good, you're good. Sarah got it that time. Josh's
That was
group will be
mine.
next. If you soaked this one, do not soak the next one.
I saw people were coming to soak, so I was like, it's taken care of. No worries.
No.
Special coming.
All right.
Everybody soak if
Josh
you
will
haven't.
need people.
Alright, that mechanic is going to happen again, so if you soak the first time, then soak this next time.
Blade's coming out of the
Watch your step.
Spear's coming out.
Loose stacking, good loose stacking, very nice.
Blade's coming out again.
Watch your step. Two.
Epic weapon.
Knock.
We're going south. Alright, this one she's going to jump to faraway players. Pick up Darkest Hour, please. Just bait her to the edge of the room and then run out of the circle that she drops whenever she targets you for the jump. She's leaping right now. Alright, pick me up, please.
Watch your step. Spear. Target you. Watch your step. Three.
Yep. Okay.
Knock.
Alright, last soak.
Spear's coming out in 3.
Drop. Spear.
Heal
Target
absorbs
sheet.
in 5, 4, 3.
Target you.
Spear's coming out again in 4, 3, 2, 1.
I have a spear. Okay.
There are not a lot of people alive.
Okay. Fair enough. Well, I'm dead now. I think. Nope, I'm alive. Okay.
Yeah, I got
No, you
cleared.
have to
No,
stay
no,
in
I'm
it.
good.
You have to stay in it.
That's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and wipe it out.
Fuck me.
That was really good for a first pull.
Yeah, we need to be a little faster on the spears. I mean, we cleaned up the stacking really well. Just still gotta swap faster. Because we got a really bad jump because the guy that got jumped on was still stuck in his spear at the end,
Yeah.
and it got a little wonky there.
Yeah. And just a reminder to everyone, once the spears go out, you can easily step into the puddles and they won't deal that much damage.
And yeah, don't stand in like next to the tanks. He does like the next closest player kind of
Yeah,
attack.
that took me
Yeah.
out.
There was a lot of people that got hit by that.
It was just kind of like the stacking position. There wasn't anywhere to run when it was coming out, so I kind of moved up towards the tank and it whacked me at the same time. And I was like, oh.
It's
Yeah.
not the biggest deal if you happen to get hit by the circle of the spear. If you get hit by the auto, you might just instantly die.
Oh no, you will. I definitely got instigated by that.
Yeah. So if the tanks just if we just put down markers like, don't get near the tanks.
Yeah, I
Stay
learned that. I learned that
away
lesson
from the
twice.
tanks.
I mean, it's there. You don't really need the marker. Just don't stand on this little triangle area. Like if you're
Yeah.
in here, you're gonna get hit. Always be behind the boss.
Yep.
For this pull, do we want to try stacking 2 of the spears together?
I think the spears should be more together.
I agree.
Yeah.
They're. Yeah, it's too much.
Can we get a repair bot down, please?
Thank you.
So are we going to stack 2 and 2 spears then?
Yeah, let's try it. If you do get a spear, just make sure that you're using a defensive.
Yeah, if you're stacking, please use a defensive. It's still gonna hurt either way.
Alright.
Also, every phase she does do extra damage, so the dot eventually starts actually hurting in like the second phase. third phase.
Tricks, Flask, Diego, food. And are people's repairs coming out of the guild bank?
Yeah, we're getting
Good? Okay. I'm not.
So you gotta fix your rank.
They might have it set for being like only raiders and not whatever I am.
Are you good, Nug?
Yeah, I'm good.
One sec. I'm trying to find my repair out. Okay, we're good. I'm fine. Alright, so tanks, just make sure that you're calling out when you're getting your soak. And you'll say Josh got it, Josh has it, Sarah has it, whatever.
Watch your step.
Alright, stack 2 and 2. 2 and 2. Nice. Once again, defensive on that one. If you stack. Very clean.
Watch your step.
Stack 2 and 2. 2 and 2. 2 and 2. Close enough.
Yeah, that was actually really impressive.
No.
Alright, start soaking over here. Alright, tanks, make sure we're calling it out.
Clear out.
2 and 2.
Special coming.
It's on Josh.
Josh's group, please soak. Two and 2. Sarah's going to be up next.
Special coming.
Yep, mine's now.
Two and 2.
Watch your step. Watch your step. Two. No.
Soak south, soak south. Reminder, this is the jump. Two and 2. Alright, get out of there.
Yes. Fine. Nice job.
Don't be in front. We just needed a second to turn him around.
Watch your step. Watch your step. Knock.
We soaking?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, this is the absorb shields. Watch your feet.
Bobo, you might want to use a health stone for yourself. No, you're fine. Never mind.
Spear. Target you. Watch your step.
Survival first. Watch your step. Drop. Spear. 4. Target you.
I understand the P-res, but...
No.
Oh, she knocks you out. That's funny. Alright, that was close. Nobody release.
Sarah, we had that.
Mm-hmm.
AOE incoming.
Okay, so it looks like we need to burn the spears a little bit quicker, and some people are not using defensives when they get the spear. You mass resing, Dahlia? Alright, cool.
Yeah.
Do you count bear form as defensive?
As much
Yeah,
as I've
it's S1.
as much as I've never really played Druid, sure.
Yeah, bear form's absolutely a defensive.
Yeah. It puts my health up like 200,000 and my armor up by 4 times. It's
Yeah,
pretty
it doesn't
good.
help with magic, but it's a defensive. More health.
Yeah.
And then phase 3, if you get the shield on you, just health pot or health stone.
Yeah.
Would help it a lot.
Another random question. We have 4 priests. What are we putting PIs on? So we're not overlapping.
I kind of just been throwing them anywhere, mainly the rogues.
Yeah, I'm PIing tricks.
I've been putting mine on Sky.
I hope not.
I hope not. Don't put on yours.
Yeah, I've been just hitting Lobo because I don't know this.
Why not?
I would say give one to the rat, give one to Trix,
Give one to the enhancement shaman.
and the shaman.
I just thought I'd give it to Nemp with that 431 eye level. Have him just do a little more.
Don't you have the talent that gives it to himself?
Well, yeah, but he gives me one,
Oh,
then
wait.
he also gets one.
Wait, Nemp, you don't need. Okay, all right.
All right, I'll give it to the shaman.
What were the other options?
I mean, I'll take the buy.
The ret pally,
Okay, I'll get the pally.
and then Lobo was a good one too.
What did the other team get for an achievement? I turned my achievements off. People are typing.
The
in there.
first, they failed.
We killed
Nemo.
Naimu.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right. Yeah. So just angelic flask and then defensives on spear. We should be good.
Watch your step. Watch your step.
I swear I'm using defensives. I just don't have any gear.
I know. I'm looking at your poor health bar. I'm trying to keep you alive.
Cocoon was very comforting though. Thank you.
1.
Alright, get ready to soak the weapon.
Player out.
Alright, tanks. Make sure we're calling it. Two and two.
It's gonna be on Josh, guys.
Yep, it's on Josh.
Josh's team goes soak.
We want to get Dahlia up.
Yes. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Sarah's team soak.
Maybe not the tank recipe.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Watch your step. Watch your step. Two.
Get ready to soak south.
Knock.
Kill spear. Nice. Defensives. Dodge.
That was bad.
Do we want to get Dahlia? We have one res.
Yeah.
Someone other than Josh and I.
Somebody pick up Dahlia.
I got it.
Thank you.
I'm just waiting for
Yeah.
that. Don't want to die again.
Watch your step.
Defensives if you have spear.
3.
Oh, I got cleaved.
Knock.
Oh.
Soak.
I think all of our healers are down.
Yeah.
Go team.
Alright, wipe it up. Still pretty good.
Okay, I think we should change it a little bit. I think we should tank him more in the middle of the room and then have, instead of stacking, because it looks like the damage is going to get harder on the spears, we're going to put the spears around him, kind of like in a quadrant.
Can you use
That's what
pings to show what you mean right now?
I'm just gonna link. Look at the mythic trap. That's what they have in there. Where's our group? If you scroll down and look at the way that they have the blistering spear, and Josh, you should look so we tank him that way, and then people need to not obviously stand on us because you'll die. But that's how we should do the spears, I think.
And where do you see this?
I linked it in Discord and our general channel. So if you scroll down about halfway through the page, it'll have blistering spear and it has a thing.
You're talking about, so I just put my stream up on Discord. You guys are talking about this right here?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I guess we just still have to avoid, nobody except for the tanks being in front of him.
Yeah, he's just gonna be facing the other way the whole time.
So we're gonna basically tank him right here.
Where we're standing, yeah.
Yep.
Right now.
Okay.
That'll stop him from jumping on you guys, right?
From us?
Yeah, because is it the tank that always gets jumped on second, or is it just the furthest?
I think it's just the furthest. Because that one pull we had, it didn't jump on us at all.
Gotcha.
Druid buff's coming.
Sarah, you need food.
So we're still stacking 2 just right there.
Don't don't do it as like a clover around him.
Okay.
Watch your step.
Druid move. You can't go behind him or in front of him. You need to go on the opposite side.
Watch your step.
Yeah, kind of like that.
1.
Alright, soak this weapon.
Knock.
Apparently I'm bad.
Pick up Dahlia.
Appreciate it.
Special coming.
It's on Josh's group.
Special coming.
Sarah's group.
Watch your step. Drop. Spear. Target you. Watch your step. Two. Knock.
Soak south, soak south.
And be out of the middle so we can move him back.
Transition. Watch your steps. Watch your step.
Get ready to soak the last weapon.
3.
Remember, the jump is crazy damage. Use a defensive.
Out of the middle again.
When you get the shield, I need you don't set a headshot on it. Way easier.
Get out of the middle. Oh, I think those are a bunch of pets.
Healers, get ready. Watch your feet.
Turn that off.
I stood in front of him. Yeah, alright, wipe it up. That was close. That was definitely close. Yeah, we should definitely lost on P3.
Was it just me, or was it like very hard to stay on the boss and do damage with the clover? like the melee forces, the clover forces all the melee out, basically.
Yeah, I don't think the boss really needs to be moved. If you just do the 2 stacks, that was fine. It's just phase 3. We save less for it, the boss dies.
Okay, yeah, let's go back to the initial position. So keep him to the back wall, stack 2 and 2 for the spears, and save lust for P3.
Because that'll also help with healer throughput for the shields. And apparently you can't use health pots and health stones for that shield, which is interesting.
If you're full HP, you can't. Otherwise, it should work.
Yeah, and we have to make sure we're burning down the spears faster, not only because of the puddles, but because after the spears go out, the boss will knock everyone back, and if someone's attached to the spear and they get moved out of the circle, they'll get stunned and massively damaged. So it's okay to swap off the boss entirely. Don't just cleave the spears, but actually focus them.
May have to reset my computer in a minute here. I don't know what's going on, but my fans are just spinning full bore.
Uh-oh.
I appreciate the Dogecoin.
Alright, Nymph, you need food. And Dahlia, keep an eye on your durability.
Yep. You're gonna release after this one.
Okay.
Run back to fast.
Alright, so there's nobody stand behind the boss except for tanks.
Watch your step.
Two and two. Defensive. Focus spears. Very good.
Watch your steps. One.
Alright, soak first weapon.
Knock. Special coming.
Who's
It's
got
on
it?
me.
Okay, Sarah's turn.
Sarah.
Pick up Dahlia.
Oh, I got too close.
Yeah.
Special coming.
Alright.
So coming on me.
Josh is soaked. Josh is soaked.
Watch your step.
Watch your step.
Really good job on the spears.
Two. Knock.
Soak south.
Watch your health, watch your health.
Watch your step.
Next phase now, probably don't cut those spears.
Watch your step. Three.
Like that.
Focus down spears.
Knock.
We're getting knocked. Soak.
We want less now.
Less.
Yep.
Defensives.
So we're not. Double.
No.
Right.
There were two people that were really the low eye level people. If you're low eye level, don't. Because otherwise it should be fine.
Target you.
Defensive, this is gonna hurt. Yeah.
Easy loss now.
I'll kill him anyway, let's go. Still
Never
no
a
tier.
problem. So yeah, lusting phase 3 there helps. Because all the damage in phase 1 is whatever, right?
Alright, I don't need any of this gear, so I'm gonna look at my PC real quick.
Yep, you're good. We're going for a 10-minute break anyway, but I will not start the timer until after I distribute gear, so it'll be more like a 15-minute break.
What are we doing? Cancel next? Or
Wall across would be easier.
Wallow's probably
no?
easier. Yeah, Wallow's probably easier.
Can we clear trash to there?
Yeah.
Nymph, you know that's a agility dagger, right?
Oh, is it? I didn't even look.
What's the on?
It just popped up.
Yeah,
Give
no,
it to the.
I know, it's cool.
You get like different small buffs, I believe. It's not super important.
Yeah, that kind of looks like a priest dagger, to be honest.
Thank you, Nut.
Alright. Let's see. Drag. How many pieces of tier do you have?
I could catalyze the chest I got, which would be 2.
Right, but right now you have none.
Yeah, right now I have none.
Okay.
But I will probably end up catalyzing this. So.
Alright, I think that was a memory leak.
Oh, you just restarted and it worked?
You guys have tier pieces?
What's that like?
Tier pieces have dropped it all for you? Damn.
Res me.
Oh, sorry.
That's awkward.
And is Angelic here to heal?
Yes.
And Dahlia.
Where am I going? Am I going up?
The left.
I feel like I shouldn't be following that. He's not a reliable source.
I know Sky's doing loot, so
Yeah.
we need other healers down here.
Diego, I don't think this is your best trinket, my guy.
I will be there by the time he's full.
But I'm happy to let you roll for it for item level upgrade, although the other guys will benefit more from it.
I mean, if they have bis, right? I have the normal one, so it's fine. I put it in the note.
Okay. Oh, gotcha. Alright, nut roll, thank you. Alright. That's loot.
You're at the wrong place.
No, I know. I was just taking a look at the map.
Apparently Smolderon is very Sludge Fist-esque, which is one of the best classes. It's fun. It's a fun boss. I'm excited, dude. This raid apparently seems to be
very good.
Very fun.
Alright, after we clear trash, we'll break. Man, I can only imagine what Mistweaver used to be like before they didn't, before they just had linear healing.
During Shadowlands, my friend was one of the, like top 5 in Mistweaver, and God, it was insane.
Oh, it was just the Venthyr Covenant that made it insane. It wasn't any, like, actual skill.
No, but like, just comparatively to the other healers. No, he was a Mistweaver for a long time.
I don't know, I made Mistweaver in all of Shadowlands. I played in BFA too.
It seemed like it would have been a lot of fun.
Season 4 of BFA was literally, you only press spinning crane kick, and it would just heal everything up because of the way of the crane. That was the only button you pressed. And then, yeah, in Shadowlands, all you did was the Venthyr Covenant, and you would press that like once every 5 seconds, and it did all your healing for you. Then you just did a DPS rotation.
I played a little bit last season. There's just so many play styles to it. Are you Phaline stomping build? Are you fucking fist with? It's all just like so much to it. It hurt my head.
I love it.
Now here I am, Hogboker.
This trash is harder than the first boss.
We're splitting damage from it.
Alright. Everybody gets 10 minutes. See you back here in a few.
Wait a second, are we on heroic?
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
What?
That was a joke, right?
Wait,
No, we're on Mythic, clearly.
No, yeah, haha, just kidding. Haha. Anyways.
Interesting.
No wonder these pieces of gear are like a 40 item level increase.
Diego, you gonna wipe us?
How?
I don't know. By walking up to the mob up there.
I mean, these are still ads.
Full bots.
Yeah, no, it's cool. I just want to make sure everybody... I don't like running over break time too long, because I know people are looking at the clock if they need to go to the bathroom or something, so...
Perfect time to get enchants. We get another Spark next week? Or is it Catalyst next week? Anybody know?
Spark.
You get Spark.
A full Spark?
Well, if you've been doing the main quest, you should be, because you got the first half today. And then next week when you do the weekly down in the tree land, you should get the other half to make your second spark.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Look at that. Just in time. Just to check to see who's back.
There are a few dead people that we need to get up.
Yeah, I wonder how they died.
Yeah, get off the ground.
I don't know.
Yeah, none of the priests know either.
Alright, if everybody could go ahead and click into the stream I just threw up on Discord, we're going to go over the map for this real quick. I think this will end up being the easiest boss in the entire raid, but it's good to get everybody on the same page.
Sorry, I got pulled in.
Alright, I'm getting tricks up right now. Oh, they're just not here. Alright, click the button if you're here so I can start going over the strategy. Alright, we're missing Jesse, Angelic, and Trix.
I'm here. I'm just watching the stream on my phone.
You're good. Okay. Alright, so hopefully everybody can see this, but we're going to be splitting into two groups. We're going to be doing the same groups as before. By same groups as before, I mean the ones from the first two bosses here. Odds left, evens right. And what's going to happen is as the fight starts, there's going to be two big soaks that go out. Everyone in your respective group will need to soak in there. As the fight moves on, we go around the circle, so we'll be split up pretty much the entire time. During the next part, individual players will get debuffs around them that are circular AoEs. Just take those out. They deal ramping damage, so as soon as you get it, it's not like it's the biggest deal in the world, but do get it out of the group. Everybody knows about the tail mechanic, but just watch out for the shadow. Well, I'm sure people on comms will call it out as well. The difference on heroic versus normal though is that after the tail slams, lava blobs will go outward on both directions, so just make sure that even though you've dodged the shadow, that you are standing in between the lava blobs. And from what it looked like the lava blobs always had the same pattern, so there are always three of them, and they're always closest to the edges and in the middle.
If you watch,
you can see it right here.
You get to see it.
Okay, cool. And then the last, if we can even call it a mechanic, is that players will, just based on positioning, there will not, I don't think there's a indicator ahead of time, but during certain parts of the phase, like after the tail comes down, we need to bait swirlies that will cause permanent fire puddles to spawn. So just try to bait those. So after you dodge the tail, make sure that you are getting as close to the existing fire puddles as you can, because they're gonna spawn some nasty drops. And that is literally it. Otherwise it's rinse and repeat as we go all the way around the room, and obviously if we don't beat him by the time the lava, you know, encompasses the whole room, then we wipe. But that's it. Alright. Sarah, you want to go ahead and start this trash?
Have we gotten a single BOE yet?
I don't think so.
Sell it.
Sell it to liquid.
Yeah, not that I've seen anyway. We did get some pretty good patterns yesterday.
The fastest.
What's up?
If we sold it to, if we got one and sold it to liquid, it's probably the one way to make it money the fastest.
Oh, well, they only want gear that has sockets on it,
Get a ring with a socket, forehead.
Yeah, right.
What is the trash that even drop?
There is no trash. There's a trashless raid.
Oh, was that a pull?
Someone grabbed it.
Oh, I see. Time to die.
Target you.
Is this what he does if nobody's in
Watch
range?
your step.
Yes.
That's alright, I have a soul stone.
I also.
Wait, now we can't
do that
look at
res.
Target you. Watch your step.
Did anybody not get that res? Alright, cool.
Oh, I
Yeah, I saw that.
I didn't think it would do damage that quick. That was fun.
If anybody has a repair bot, can they throw it down? Thank you. Alright, everybody stand on your appropriate side, please.
Odds left.
Odds left, evens right. Nymph, what is that macro for?
It's for life grip.
Okay.
Because I always try to kill people with life grip.
Gotcha.
So it's usually only there during like trash.
Gotcha. Flasks for Darkest, Dahlia, Jesse, Angelic, Nymph, and Josh. And Evoker buff. Alright.
Are we lasting off the top?
Yeah, we can list off the rip.
Smarter that you can melee from basically halfway out.
Yeah.
AoE.
It's pretty massive.
Watch your step.
Tail.
Watch your step. Target. Watch your step.
Tail left.
Watch your step. Watch your step.
Soaps are coming up in 3, 2, 1.
Help zone.
Understood. Alright, good luck other side.
AoE. Watch your step.
those are the puddles we need to be baiting.
Watch your step. Dodge. Watch your strategy. Watch your step. Dodge.
Tail left.
Soak, soak, soak.
AoE. Target you. Watch your step. Watch your step. Dodge. Watch your step. Watch your step. Dodge. Watch your step. Target you.
Folks in 3, 2, 1.
Hello, sir. AoE. Watch your step.
I'm down.
Can we pick up Josh?
40 seconds.
40 seconds.
Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your strategy. Watch your step. Hello, sir.
I'm dead.
You got a B-res, you can get Sarah out.
I don't think we have enough time.
Oh, I ran out of room.
Yeah, go and wipe it up. It's okay.
Yeah, we can kill this boss easy with it.
Yeah, I'm not too worried. Just don't release.
Me and Lucid coordinated some vampiric embraces for the mass AoE too.
Nice.
So we'll have that going for us on the next pools.
Yeah, drag. This is basically Taros.
Oh, why the hell did I release?
Dude, give me a boss like that. Dude, this bot, man. It's like they took all the good bosses from raids. I'm just like, here you go.
We should probably go over to the
beginning.
Yeah, the sad thing is I have the weak aura and I still released.
Oh.
I don't have anything stopping me from releasing. I just, have it ingrained in my head.
Yeah, I meant to tell everybody earlier or yesterday, but if you do have the don't release V2 weak aura, which you need to, you can go into your weak aura settings and under, let's see, under load.
Makes it so you need to press control.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, because some people are finding it annoying in M+ and stuff, so go under load, so select the weak aura, go under load, and then select, like scroll down until you see whatever group size you want, and you can uncheck 5-man groups, so that way when you're in M+, you won't have to deal with the add-on, but I still think it's pretty important for raid. Oh, Jesse, did that res not go through?
I got you. Last thing is that you really should be using defensives right after the soaks because the flames do crazy damage.
Yeah.
Just called flames.
Yeah, when he puts
Far
out
as I
those
know.
AoE like surges on everyone, that's the best time to use a defensive.
What I was talking about the after the group soaks, like with the tank.
soak smack.
Yeah, after that he does like massive AoE raid damage.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I think we're talking about the
was-
same mechanic. It's like
The
it
spittle.
looks like little. Yeah, exactly. It looks like little
Okay,
things
yeah,
that go
yeah,
out
yeah.
on everybody. All right, everybody, get into your relevant side. Let's see.
That only seemed to ever be like the only scary part.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so hard to keep people up.
Mage buff, please. Thank you. All right, Sarah, count us down.
Here's one of them.
AoE.
That part.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Target you. Watch your step.
Look at the Shadow Priest heals.
Watch your step.
We want to res dark? Okay.
Yeah, we need
Dodge
to
your
get
step.
the heal's not dead. Some people can't deal with flames later.
Watch your step. Watch your step.
Soaks in 3, 2, 1.
Help, sir. AoE.
Defensive.
Watch your step. Watch your step.
Here goes.
Probably over?
Yeah.
Both healers on this side are dead.
Oh, yeah, well, then yes.
Watch your step.
Yeah, I don't really know what happened there.
Watch your step.
I think it was just an AoE personal that got me. Alright, do not release. I got Soulstone.
Do not release this time.
What's up?
Telling myself not to release.
Oh, yeah. Dahlia and Negatory, let's get some food. Mage buff, Evoker buff. And Nymph, keep an eye on your durability.
AoE. Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step.
That or is, yeah?
Watch your step.
Yes, please. Screaming on the inside and the outside.
So coming up.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, somebody be Res Dahlia.
AoE.
Defensive.
Target you.
Whoa.
Watch
I
your
think
step.
the only battle res on this side is our tank.
Yeah.
Watch your step. Watch your step.
Want to just wipe? Start over?
Yep.
Well, yeah, this
Yep.
Watch your step.
Did that miss anybody? Evoker buff. Alright, everybody get with your tank.
AoE.
Defensive.
Watch your step. Target you. Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step.
Subsequently, 3, 2, 1.
Hello,
Sound.
sir. AoE.
Defensive.
Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step.
I'm done.
Watch your step. AoE.
Defensive.
Ash, can you get Daily up?
Watch your
can't.
step.
Sky died earlier.
Yeah, sorry, I used the soul stone.
Hope yours is up. No, don't worry about it. I shouldn't be dying anyway.
Watch your step.
I just didn't see the shadow.
Target. Watch your step.
Oh my god, lord. Too much red shit going on.
Watch your step. Watch your step.
Yeah, if you see the healers are dead, we should probably just
Hello, sir.
die.
Yeah, go and wipe it up. And if somebody has a self-res or something...
Just took a solid 2.4 mil to the face solo soaking.
Nice. Alright, I'll run back. I used the soul stone because I wanted to be efficient with it. Do we need to move any people so that we have B-reses equally?
Do you want to put me into the even group?
Sure, I can do that.
I mean, the bigger question is, what are you guys dying to?
Stupidity.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest
Okay.
here.
It's mechanics for the most part, I think. People are just getting used to it, and I think this one is a lot more hectic than yesterday's.
Nice for me, yeah. I stood in shit while looking at people's health
Do
bars. I look
we-
back, I'm like, oh, I'm dead.
We know exactly when the damage is going to go out. Do we want to just set up like raid cooldowns for it?
I think as long as people are using defensive,
Well, it's yeah,
it should be okay.
It's just it just slams and stuff. You guys are dying to, right? It's not
Yeah.
even the.
Yeah, it's not the flames because we have been using our cooldowns on that.
That's what I thought.
Just eating shit.
Yeah, it's nothing. No amount of B-res is gonna help that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I switched to Holy. I'm like moving way too much, and there's like constant healing. I'm like, this doesn't work on this fight.
Yeah.
It does, but I'm not at that point yet.
Well, the issue is that Disc and Resto Druid cover the same niche.
Yeah, this just gives me constant spread out healing.
Yeah, like both of us just want both Resto Druid and Disc Priest want to cover cover like big instances of damage and don't want to deal with small instances of damage, like single target damage.
Oh, did I not get you guys? Alright, I'm coming.
I got him.
Oh, okay, thanks.
I zoom.
Macro used to say, "Come to Butthead."
Alright, Nymph, how's your durability?
I'm not red yet, but I could use a hammer.
Okay. If somebody has one, that's cool. Otherwise, we'll just release after this.
Priests, am I right?
So squishy.
Put them in the group.
Fucking priest, man.
Auto hammer up.
We good?
Seems like it. Alright.
Gucci fam.
Do you want to move me?
Nah, it's fine. We'll run it like this one more time.
AoE. Target. Watch your step. Watch your step. Target. Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step.
Tail.
Soak's gonna be in like 3 seconds.
Hello, Soak.
Soaks.
AoE.
Defensive.
Watch your step.
Oh, don't go in the circles when they get smaller. They do more damage.
Yes, they ramp
Watch your
up.
step.
Slams.
Watch your step.
Tail left side.
Watch your strategy.
Ah, you're killing me with that thing.
Oh, did I follow you? I'm sorry.
Watch your step.
Tail left side.
Res you once you're up. Oh, please. Rips down both sides.
Soak.
AoE.
Defensive.
We have
Watch your
Res and we
step.
have a healer on each side down. Which one do you want to have?
Dealer's choice.
Oh, well, I guess
No,
we're
I'm
getting
down.
the tank up.
Tail left
Tail
side.
on my side.
Watch your
This guy's again. Okay.
Okay. Yep, wipe it up.
Watch your step.
Is that just because you have a healer down, Josh, or what's killing you?
Yeah, that was just one healer. Yeah,
Watch your
it's
step.
tops to one kill it.
Why'd you die?
You killed our healer, Dyla. Shut up.
Right. Okay. I should rephrase that. Tanks shouldn't die regardless if there's any healers, pretty much. Like, I literally don't put hots on you. I mean, outside of obviously wild growth and other things like that.
His mic is muted, so I don't know.
Okay, blue shout. You're swapping sides with Cleanly, so everybody check your groups again.
Hammer is also still up.
Nice. I'm coming. I'm coming. I know, Blue. Sorry. That was not a good way to split it. It was either that or move Lucid over, but That would put literally all the priests on one side, so...
And that side would carry.
That side would be so fucking fast.
Strong side.
Hey, look, the hammer's still up.
Well, at least this boss isn't difficult to understand. It's just difficult to know where to stand. Feast on Demi and Sarah and Trix. Flask on me. Flask on Dialia. And flask on... Nope. There we go. Yeah, flask on Nut.
Yeah. More like nut in my flask. Am I right?
Jesus Christ.
That is correct. Alright, everybody group up.
AoE. Target you. Watch your step.
Slam.
Watch your step. Target. Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step.
Slams.
Soaks should come from 2, 1.
Hello, sir.
Defensive.
AoE. Target you. Watch your step. Dodge.
Tail on left side.
Watch your step.
Slams, right?
Watch your step. Dodge.
Tail left.
Watch your step. You.
Slams right.
Watch your step. Dodge.
Tail left.
Soaks are soon.
Hello, sir.
Soak.
AoE. Watch your step.
Slams right.
Pick up Josh.
Watch your step.
Tail left.
Watch your step.
Slams right.
Watch your step.
Tail left.
Watch your step.
Slams right.
Soaks in 3.
Hello, sir.
Soak now.
Defensive.
Ready for defensives. Defensives now.
target you. Watch your step.
Slams right.
Watch your step. Watch your step.
Slam.
Watch your step.
Pump, big pump,
Watch your
big
step.
pumping. Tail, tail, tail.
Cold and soaks coming in at the same time.
Help, sir.
So,
Big
so
pump.
Oh, we got it.
nice. Very nice, everyone.
And the stupid string sword.
Yeah, what a
Dude,
what a drop.
Are there only like 2 classes that can use one-handed tank swords?
Yeah, it's a tank sword essentially, and even out of the tanks, it's only 2.
Fury doesn't even go single-minded, do they?
Exactly. It's like fucking prop heli and.
Oh, we're going council,
or prop
right?
warrior.
Yeah,
Yeah,
council.
council next.
Josh.
Probably don't have the damage yet for Laradar.
It's not just the damage; it's the healing too. Right? It's just a big fight check. That's a gear wall for sure.
I mean, that's a DPS. That boss, like you have Molocross, Laradar, and Smolderon. It's just DPS tracks.
I don't really want that sword, so.
Yeah, it's a transmog if anything.
Nice, dude. That's exactly what we want week 1.
I got the sword from last boss yesterday, so.
Ooh. You're kidding.
Survival first.
Lobo, hold up, let me follow you. Alright, thanks.
Yep.
We got 2 wheelchairs racing at the back of the pack.
Pump those arms, baby. You can repair here if you need it on your way out.
Keonis, is that BIS for Holy or Disc?
Disc. I just went Holy on that fight because it's too much movement.
Yeah. What do you mean, the entire fight?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the timers are kind of wonky too for when everything happens, like.
Pretty mediocre loot on that boss, unfortunately. I can't believe only 3 things dropped. It's kind of weird.
I mean, we're 2 short of 20, so.
Alright. We got 30 minutes. Let's clear trash and see if we can get some pulls in. We're not going to down council tonight, but I think having some reps would be good because it's very confusing. Alright.
You have an
Pussy, dude.
First try.
You didn't think we'd clear normal, and now you don't. Man, have some faith in us.
It's not about faith. It's about setting expectations. I don't want people to be disappointed.
What, setting no expectations?
Yeah. The bars
Let's
on
have
the
no
floor,
expectations.
boys.
Whatever we do, we do.
Under promise, over deliver. Oh, I said we'd clear normal by this weekend. I thought we'd get stuck on.
You thought we'd still be on Farrak by now. You had. No
Yeah, I
clue.
mean, to be fair, Sark even on normal wasn't the easiest, even compared to like Farrak.
Yeah.
Farrak is just a lot going on.
You already know Sky's running
I
this
miss
diary. I'm happy
Dad.
everyone showed up.
Oh, for sure.
I miss
Honestly,
Dad and D heroic.
Well,
That was such a good fight.
everybody here is aware that once we actually get to Mythic, the biggest difficulty is going to be the roster boss. So
Always, it's always the case. And
Yeah.
it makes me very sad.
so that's the biggest win is when people show up and also having fun. That's important, right? Maybe.
Just do your keys.
Wait, you guys are having fun?
Shit.
Dude, I'm having so much fun
No,
every
I'm
time I
talking
try to
about
grip someone to
Arkham
their death.
Order.
I've noticed. You've tried it on me like twice. The perks of being a priest and a drek. 3 times. A priest and a drek here. Do you know if you're a Dracula, you can kill almost whoever you want on your way to Smotheron?
Just drop them off the cliff.
No, you just drag them right into a puddle that's on the edge because it knocks you radially away. And then you can just glide back afterwards.
Wait, so Drakthir has a better killing capability
Yes.
than a priest?
Oh, no, because you could do it the same thing with a priest, but you will die as a priest. Drakthir can just glide back.
You can't grip while jumping.
No, you don't need to jump. So, when you know on like the bridge to Smolderon, how there's a bunch of circles?
Oh,
right?
so you grip into a circle
You
and
grip
an
people
AoE
into a
comes.
circle, right, and it knocks you up and away. So you
Wait,
just
I can
knock
get away
them
with it. I'm a
off.
goblin. I can goblin jump.
Yeah.
If you couldn't tell from our 10-minute break, that's not something you need to tell them. He's a menace.
He's not even
What?
good at it. He needs
Wait, what do you-
practice.
What do you mean? You had an invulnerability.
Ooh, dude, you tried so hard.
I had to wait for
mean-
your invulnerability just to go in there and fucking go on a suicide mission.
One of my first raid groups I was ever in had like 3 priests doing that literally non-stop every time, so I got very used to it.
What's
I don't
the
do it when we're
difference
doing
between
trash.
this
I
and
only do it
normal?
during breaks.
Yeah, I'll pull up the thing. I've got a blue map for it.
Yes.
One of the big ones is that the if you duck on other people, they become duck instead of not
stun.
become
Oh,
duck.
thank God! I've been waiting for this. It's over.
All right, everybody.
It's all ogre now.
Everybody view the live stream I just pulled up, please, in Discord. All right, this one is, like I said, it's a lot. Okay, so here's the core of it. There is no proper positioning for this fight, right? Because the tanks are going to have to move Urktos all the way around, and tanks, you probably already know this, but for some reason I was misinformed. Urktos is the only boss that can actually be tanked. The other 2 cannot. So all we're going to be doing is we're going to be...
Heads up, trash is coming to
Yeah, it's
Yeah. Let's focus there.
I 100% pulled that. If I remember right, the big difference is the duck part, and you can only soak every other charge.
Yeah, there are a few more mechanics too, but that's the bulk of it.
We're doing this boss. We still have 30 minutes left.
Yeah,
I don't think that the
3 to 4
HPS
pulls.
check is nearly as high on this boss, and there's basically not a DPS check.
Yeah,
As long as we're doing
the
mechanics,
check is to make
yeah.
sure that we get everything killed evenly.
Yeah, it's like just a mechanics check.
Oh, did I just get a BOE? No.
Aw, you got me excited.
Baiter.
Yeah.
That's it.
What do we do?
Your mom got him.
Easiest boss of your life.
Okay, maybe not. Alright, so if everyone is viewing my stream, so again, we're going to be just kind of like loose stacking. So only Urktos can be tanked. You have to bring him near the other bosses for cleave, and ult interrupts. We have to kill all 3 bosses at the same time. Otherwise, if we down 1, we have a 15-second timer before it'll pop back up at half health. So no bueno. The main mechanic for Urktos is his charge. That can be soaked by the raid group. However, like Dahlia mentioned, it puts a debuff on you just like it did for the second boss. So you're going to be grouping with your tank if your tank is getting charged, because if you don't soak it at the end of the charge, he deals massive raid-wide damage. Let's see, number 3, the only way to interrupt Arwen's ultimate, which is where she tethers everyone with vines and starts to like pull them in, is by getting Urktos to charge into her, and if we don't get him to charge into her, then we wipe. Arwen.
So that's a tank mechanic essentially.
Yes, but it's also everyone also needs to soak with the tank, so they need to stand between the bear boss and the tank. And
okay, so it's like 2 at once.
Yes, all the ults are 2 at once, and so if you see the star icon on this graph or any of these slides, that means that the boss is ulting. Okay, so flowers will go out along the ground. They will pulse AoE damage, so we can't let them stack up too many of them. However, if you stand in it without being a duck, you will basically just die, so do not stand in it. Let's see. The ducks have to eat 3... Once you get turned into a duck, you have to eat 3 flowers by just running over it to unpolymorph yourself. But however, if you unpolymorph yourself and anyone is standing in the ring that's been put around you, you will polymorph them into a duck. So be very careful not to do that.
Do we have to stand anything to turn into ducks, or
no?
will he just
I think
pick
he just
a
casts,
certain amount of people?
He just casts it.
It's random targets.
Yeah.
But is it like 3? Like it should be 3 with our raid size, right?
Probably
3 or 4.
Yeah, it won't be overwhelming. The duck mechanic is not the hardest part of this fight. Okay, so when Urktos ults, he's basically going to channel like a rage mechanic, and he has to be turned into a duck by somebody who is a duck and has eaten 3 flowers. So get within close range of him if you're a duck, and then unpolymorph, and it'll duck him. Pip's ultimate is where he gives everyone in the raid a shield. Counterintuitively, you have to remove your shield by standing in the flowers, but again, be careful, because if you stand in the flowers for too long after your shield goes in, you'll basically just die. This is a 12-second channel that he puts out. So he basically puts a shield on everybody, and then he channels for 12 seconds. At the end of his 12-second channel, if anybody still has a shield on them, they die. Let's see. This is, so whenever everybody gets the shield, this is when they group up onto the flowers. Pip also has a non-ultimate ability that's basically just a 3-second wind-based knockback. It deals pretty heavy damage, so healers, if you want to save some cooldowns for that period of time, that'd be a good idea. Just make sure that you're not standing with your back to a flower or somebody who's about to unpolymorph themselves, because that will kill you. And the last little mechanic is Urktos' non-ultimate, which is where Agonizing Claws, instead of just being a tank buster, is now also a frontal cone. So tanks, if you can aim that away from the group as best you can, then that'll be cool. Alright.
So is there a chance that the ducks can eat all the flowers, and is that a bad thing?
Ducks can only eat 3 flowers per polymorph.
Right. Is there going to be more than...
I seriously doubt it.
Okay.
Anybody else have any questions on this one?
Let's go.
Alright. Quick ready check.
When would you like to lust?
We can lust on pull, it doesn't really matter on this one. But again, we're just try to make sure that we're cleaving as much as we can. So tanks, that means stand Urktos near somebody, and DPS, make sure you have some kind of cleave abilities locked in there. Can we get a Evoker buff, please? Thank you. Alright. And let's make sure we're all watching boss frames so that we kill them evenly. That's going to be the biggest challenge. Tanks facing backward. Thank you.
There's a charge on Josh.
Oh, yeah, we need to call the charge. Next charge on Sarah.
Wow, I cannot believe no one died. What a god.
Ducky phase.
Wins.
Noctos needs to be ducked.
Yep.
Someone's ducky the
If you're
bear.
a duck, please go unpolymorph near the boss, the bear boss. Nice.
There you go.
Alright, tanks, bring him near one of the other NPCs.
It's on Sarah again.
Sarah.
To the Dryad.
I'm ducked, so I'm trying to get out of that.
I'm a duck.
I love that call out, by the way.
I'm a dead duck.
That's a less cool call out. Do you want me to just res you, Sky, and White?
Yep.
Or you already have a...
I've got a soul stone.
Oh, well, that also works.
Yeah, I've got a soul stone. Just wipe it up. So you see what I mean? This fight's not that weird, other than the fact that it's just very hectic. And it's one of those things that we're just going to have to run a bunch to get used to. Angelic, you're fired?
That's kind of... Okay, so we can't do it based off whoever's tank, quote unquote, gets it, because it'll just pick one of the two. So it's... Yeah,
for the charge?
Well, and I'll start... I'll call it out.
Okay.
Because I can see who it's on.
We have Group 1 and Group 2. Group 1 are odds, Group 2 is evens. So it's the same as the last fight. Actually, let me move Blue Shell back. And then... C and Lee, you'll be back.
Get out! Everyone out!
Alright, so everybody check
They disappeared, oh my god.
Everybody check your raid groups again.
Yep, still there.
I will be there in 7 minutes.
Yeah. While you're running, Angelic, go ahead and go into the NW Resources channel, scroll all the way up, and click on the required mods and WeCores thread. Within that, the first one is the Don't Release V2.
I swear I haven't. It is just not updated, maybe, or something. I don't know.
Maybe it's not turned on like when you're in this kind of instance.
At one point in my World of Warcraft career, I did push Control to release. It just wasn't today.
Would marking the Dryad help the tank see where she is?
Yes.
Or the charges? Yeah, we should probably do that.
I think that if I didn't have this weirdo in my DMs trying to whisper me, I wouldn't have been distracted.
Mm-hmm. That's what it is.
So let's go ahead and kick this priest.
Leave me alone.
There's so many priests. Which one do we kick?
All of them.
You're one of them.
Yep. Yeah, thanks for that call out, Nut. Do not focus damage on Urkdos when you're cleaving. Focus on one of the other bosses, because Urkdos will be taking cleave damage the entire fight.
Well, it's more so for the tanks just to know where she is, because she's going to be fucking everywhere.
No.
So
I mean for DPS, right? Because if everybody is main focusing Urkdos and cleaving the secondary bosses, then the secondary bosses will die half as quickly. But because Urkdos is the one that's being cleaved on both times we're cleaving, he will naturally go down evenly, so that's a really good call out.
Yeah, okay. I thought you meant the skull was like... kill target, don't do that.
No. Just cleave onto Urkdos, not onto the other bosses. And let's see, can we get mage buff? Alright. Tanks, who is pulling first and which boss are you gonna like stick
I would
to?
like to pull first, and I'll take the bear, and I'll try to keep it on the Dryad.
Thank you. Alright, let's do it.
So try not to taunt.
Need to buy them a beer.
Charge happens really early.
Charge, group 1.
Now it's mine. Yep.
It doesn't matter, we're not doing it by tank, we're just doing it by group.
Okay.
Pick up blue shout.
Oh!
Yeah, we
Don't
need to,
stand next to the
That was my
please.
fault.
we have to be pointing that outward. Alright, wipe it up.
Dash, watch your feet. Watch your feet.
You got quite a bit of leniency on the standing in the flowers. Not as bad as I thought it would be. Apparently it's a dot. Okay, yeah, be careful.
So it seems like the order is going to be like charge, charge,
Don't rest.
charge.
Watch for the bosses spawn. I would go back to the door.
Yeah, go to the door.
It's also where the bosses spawn.
Too far. Yeah, you're too close. You're too close.
The other ramp.
You see where the ramp is?
Oh yeah. I thought it was toward the vines, so that's why I was going that way.
Nah.
Yeah, that's what happened last time. Just rest, and the bosses were there, and it just pulled.
Yeah. Anybody not get caught in that?
I think we're good.
Cool.
But yeah, what it seems like is charge, charge, like naked charges, and then charge and the dryad. And then we duck the bear. Is the order.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen.
Yeah, and the most important part for right now, it seems like, is making sure the bear is pointed out at all times, including when he's going to charge. It'll be not the tank's responsibility, everyone else's responsibility to get in line of the charge. Because I think it's easier to get in line of the charge than it is to try to dodge the cone, because that cone goes out in like less than 2 seconds.
Well, they're gonna have to point the charge in at one point, right? To get to the
Yes,
the
but only when the dryad is ulting.
Alright, okay.
And the dryad, and it, I mean, if anybody hasn't seen, energy counters go up to 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Warrior buff. First buff, thank you. Alright. And evoker buff.
And I'm eating, so I'll be ready by the time we pull.
Okay.
Have we marked the dryad?
Done. Bring the bear to the dryad. Charge, group 1. Great job, that was nice.
Charge, group 2.
Group 2 charge.
Buffy, they're coming out soon. Charge, group 1's coming up. Oh, it's blind rage. Ducky time.
Someone unduck on the bear.
Very nice.
You got charging 3.
Yeah, charge to the
Group
dryad.
1 charge.
No, not yet.
No, not yet, not yet.
Dodge.
Next charge.
Group 2. Defensive, everybody defensive. Use a lock rock, use a lock rock. Wins.
Now we charge.
Yep.
Charge into Arlen. Group 1 soak.
Oh, that's not good.
Fucking
Unlucky.
Christ.
Alright, wipe it up. Wipe it up. We're learning. We're learning.
Yeah, my bad on the call and the charge.
You're good.
I thought she passed it sooner.
And just so everyone's aware, because I wasn't totally sure myself, you do not have to be in between the bear and the tank in order to block the charge. Just anywhere in his pathway, because he doesn't stop until he hits the edge of the room.
Say that again, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So when we're soaking the charge from the bear, make sure you don't have to be in between the bear and the tank. you can be anywhere along the path that he's going to run. So he's going to run through the tank, but you don't have to necessarily like use a movement ability to make sure that you get in between
Just be in
them.
front of bear then, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. He stops at a wall, not at a person.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I got that smoldering seedling last night as a healer trinket, and it's the weirdest healer trinket I've ever seen. It puts a little baby plant in the ground that you have to click on and then heal up, and it like spreads the healing to 5 nearby enemies. Super wonky. Evoker buff, flask on me, flask on Angelic and Nymph, and Jesse. Alright. Countdown.
I remember when that was a thing. Instead of a healing trinket, it was just like an arcane mage ability where they could shoot a crystal and it would explode doing the same thing.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
That was so good. Prismatic
That was
crystal.
insane.
That was
Yeah.
so good.
Number 1.
Dodge.
Charge 2. Next group. All the morphs are coming out. Nug will sit on his duck bridge and lightning rage. Everyone else is non-poly. Oh, it just goes away. Never mind.
Yeah, you can go on top of someone else if you were.
Charge number 1. Charge number 1.
No,
No,
someone
blind.
needs to unduck on the boss.
Oh, okay. Somebody pick me up, please.
Charge 1,
Charge
charge 1.
Charge 1, charge 1.
Charge 2.
They'll use a health stone.
Next charge needs to go to Dryad.
Seconds.
AOE incoming.
Skull.
10. Dodge.
Charge 2.
Charge 2, charge 2.
Charge 1, charge 1, charge 1.
Alright.
Push back in.
Reset.
Yeah, reset, wipe it up. This is just a battle of attrition.
And take damage.
Honestly, it's really, really easy once you get through the first like rotation.
Yeah.
Because like, look at how long until they fucking cast again.
That's weird. I'd use my soul stone.
I think my thing got Jesse.
You think what?
I think my brazier got Jesse. Shit ever is.
be a little close there, but we'll see.
I mean, Jesse can only raise one person right now, so.
Yeah, but he could res the mass.
Snap a healer.
Exactly, yeah.
I did.
Alright, we probably get 1 or 2 more pulls in, and then I'm gonna have some stuff to announce for the holidays coming up this weekend after we finish, so don't bounce immediately, give me a few minutes.
I have a pretty dumb question.
Mm-hmm.
For the charges, see, it seems like the boss is in different locations, and most people aren't trying to stay on Urktos. Is there any way every charge we could just aim at the Dryad so we know just to be between them for the charges?
Yeah, tanks, this is, you know, a U mechanic, so... Wow, what the fuck? I just died.
I'm on the way other side. Do you want me to release, or...?
Okay.
Yeah, we can summon you. We can summon you.
Yeah, just, yeah, if you could summon. Tanks, is there a very predictable pattern between him charging and him doing a frontal cone?
Yeah, it's timed.
Okay.
Yep.
Then if we could...
I feel like him and I are fighting for the boss, so...
Okay.
Yeah,
maybe
that's how I feel too.
Yeah, okay.
So, you only have to swap after the frontal, right?
No, and after the charge as well.
Okay.
Yeah, let him and I talk. So what do you want to say?
I just think that like when the first charge goes off, I should be in position by the Dryad so we can go over and cleave, or by Pip, whichever one's got more.
Please.
Yeah, and then vice versa, of course.
Because then, are you taunting after the claws?
No, after the charge.
After the charge. Okay.
Yeah.
So is he just charging the off tank? Is that what's happening, or is it?
Yeah, he charges really often.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just I noticed sometimes the positioning, like the DPS, especially the melee, will be on the other side when he starts to charge and can't get there in time.
Yeah, the charge should help move him to the girl.
Yeah, I was gonna say if we could point the charge at like the Dryad or Pip every time, so we know just to be in between those two.
I think we were both wanting to do that, but we were fighting. So
yes,
I think we got to figure it out now. We'll be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it seems like we only need like 5 people to eat the charge.
If that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Evoker buff.
I'm eating.
Yeah.
Just a second, I'm putting on my poison cleanse because people were dying to adopt that. I could dispel if I had it.
Yeah.
And I kind of agree with what Nut's saying about pulling him onto Pip and then on the first charge going to the Dryad. I do agree.
Okay.
And it looks like the Dryad is gonna jump to the left at that starting point every single time. So
Wait,
if you just want to position
this
right
is
there.
not a pull. Sorry, I'm not ready.
Damn it.
Diley reminded me that I can take poison cleanse, like from my tree.
That's the thing, if you... Actually, is that like this?
What's up?
Never mind.
Yeah, I've got improved detox. I just didn't take it, because raid. Okay. Now we can do a countdown. Diego, you're in charge of calling out charges.
Charge one.
Charge.
Dodge.
Charge 2.
Wins.
He's gonna rage it right after this.
We're gonna need a ducky.
Okay, we need a duck on the bear.
Yeah, they're transporting right now. Eat 3 and then get to the bear and ducky him.
Someone's coming in.
Perfect. Oh, they don't have it. There we go.
We're good. We got
You
it.
can only unpolymorph if you feed 3 plants. Somebody pick up Demi, please.
We're going to be charging in 2 seconds, heading towards the Dryad.
Charge 1.
Yep, Triad 1.
Dodge.
Charge 2,
Charge
charge
now.
2, come on.
Target you. Win.
This charge needs to go to the Dryad.
Okay. Sounds good.
AOE incoming. End.
Charge 2 with the Dryad.
Dodge.
Charge 1, charge 1.
No. Yes, yes. Lock rocks, lock rocks.
What the hell happened there?
Charge 2.
1.7 million. That's crazy.
I need a better shield.
Get it at green. Get it at
Take
green.
damage. Watch your feet.
Once you have the, you gotta get in green if you have that thing around your character, and then you leave once it's gone. Yeah, got it. Oh, something got it.
Where's the Dryad? There she is.
Yeah, so when you start singing, you'll get a little song bubble around you.
Yeah.
That's when you get in green until it's broken.
Yep.
Charge.
Charge 1.
There's probably just not enough people.
Yeah.
So charges at this point.
Reset.
Dodge.
Try again.
It's raid time, isn't it?
Oh, is it? Yeah.
Alright. You guys want to do one more poll? You want to call it there?
Call it there.
Okay. Cool. So obviously Thanksgiving is on Thursday, which means that some people will be out of town. However, I think it actually works out pretty well for us because we have obviously enough people and experience to just run through normal. So I'm going to put the sign up sheet up tomorrow per usual. And the plan is if we get enough people to run both days, so like more than 12, we will do normal on Friday to gear people up, to get them their tier sets. So if you want your tier, please sign up. And then if we have enough people for Saturday as well, then we will continue to prog heroic. That being said, I'll put an announcement about this tomorrow or tomorrow or Monday once I get this figured out. But because of the way that gearing is working right now, I thought my system would be pretty good, but it seems like it's still a little wonky. So we're going to have people sim just one time before each raid night, and then we'll upload it to WoW Audit. I've been working with Jess to get access to that. So the way it'll work is everybody sims their characters. They then copy and paste that link, the RaidBots link, into WoW Audit, where I will give everybody access. And then when loot drops, I'm able to look at that website and instantly tell which people will get the biggest percentage benefit from that piece. And then that should be, so the problem with that, right, is that if people are under geared or only gearing from raid, then that is not fair for everyone else. So we're going to have to start setting a few minimums. So we're going to have an item level minimum, which is probably going to be like 440, nothing crazy. And then we're going to have a vault minimum of just like one high level mythic plus per week, so that we're getting people a chance to actually get some high level gear, and so that one person who is taking the whole week off isn't just getting all the gear by default. So I'll set a few like just basic minimums to hit in order to be eligible for gear each week, and I'll list all those out in the Discord. So cool. We got further than I thought we would today, and that's pretty cool. So
what about AUGs? Because we can't use WoW Audit.
Yeah, and I don't know if WoW Audit works with QE Live or whatever the healer website is. So I'll like I said, I need to do a little bit more research on that. But I will definitely have a system that works for everybody by next weekend. And I'm not too stressed